6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Sumaira Kamal. The headlines first. Prime Minister has reaffirmed his government's commitment to complete rehabilitation and reconstruction work in flood-affected areas of the country. Pakistan and Uzbekistan have finalized agreements to further increase bilateral trade volume to $1 billion. President has stressed for effective measures to curb tax evasion practices for economic stability and development. All Parties Hurriyat Conference has rejected the Indian Army officers' arms recovery claim, terming it false assumptions to defame Kashmiri's indigenous freedom struggle. Russia shot down a Ukrainian drone deep inside its territory while its forces continued to rain rocket attacks today. On the first day of Karachi cricket test against New Zealand, Pakistan were 317 for 5 at stumps today. And now the news in details. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif has reaffirmed his government's commitment for rehabilitation and reconstruction in flood-affected areas of the country, including Dera Ismail Khan and Tank. Addressing a ceremony in Dera Ismail Khan today, he said the government has distributed 90 billion rupees among the flood-hit people and provided them relief items. He said Pakistan has been badly affected by the climate change despite its negligible contribution in the global emissions of carbon. He said this issue will be raised effectively at donors' conference to be held in Geneva. The Prime Minister said that due to bad governance of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa government, recent rains and flood damaged the area on the large scale, which could have been controlled through proper planning. The Prime Minister said the PTI-led previous government not only damaged country's economy due to its wrong policies but also halted work on the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor projects. Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif said reputation of the country was badly damaged due to negligence of the previous government. He further said that with the constant hard work and support of the people, present government would succeed in steering the country out of crisis. Terming the construction of Tank Zem, Darban Zem and other dams imperative for food security of the country, he directed the concerned authorities to expedite work on the projects. Earlier, Prime Minister inaugurated various mega development projects for the speedy development of southern Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, especially for the Dera Ismail Khan division. The Prime Minister laid the foundation stones of the rehabilitation project of Chashma Right Bank Canal and Tank Zam Dam, Gomal University, Paharpur campus and Yak Sago section of CPAC Western Route during his visit. The Prime Minister also inaugurated 132 kV grid station Abdul Khail and 132 kV grid station Bandkoi, rehabilitation of Pezu to Dank Road and Dera Ismail Khan bypass road projects. Shehbaz Sharif also laid the foundation stone of the SCRBC lift cum gravity and Chashma Hydel power project. He also inaugurated different roads and communication projects for the Dera Ismail Khan division after it was badly affected by the recent devastating floods. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has expressed the commitment to bring Dera Ismail Khan and Mianwali at par with other developed areas of the country. In a briefing during an onboard flight over Dera Ismail Khan from Mianwali today, he said these areas will prosper through CPAC's western route. Minister for Planning Ehsan Iqbal gave a briefing to the Prime Minister regarding the development projects and the western route of CPAC. Pakistan and Uzbekistan have finalized agreement to further enhance investment and increase the bilateral trade volume to $1 billion. The preferential and transit trade agreements were signed by Commerce Minister Syed Naveed Qamar and Uzbek Deputy Prime Minister Sardor Omarzakov in Islamabad today. Speaking on the occasion, the Commerce Minister said the two sides have agreed to devise a joint strategy for transit trade via Afghanistan. He said in this regard, we have also proposed a joint trilateral forum of Pakistan, Uzbekistan and Afghanistan to facilitate trade and remove obstacles in this connection. Syed Naveed Qamar said Pakistan and Uzbekistan have agreed to organize single-country exhibitions to market, promote and facilitate their manufacturers of the export projects. President Dr. Arif Alvi says elimination of corruption from the society is imperative for progress and development of the country. Addressing a seminar regarding awareness of taxpayers in Karachi today, he said tax evasion is a kind of corruption that must be stopped. The president said enforcement of laws, rules and regulations is must to improve the tax collection of the country. The president stressed the need to improve the level of awareness regarding payment of taxes to increase the revenue, which is essential for the country's economic stability. He said tax evasion must be stopped and enforcement of relevant laws in this regard must be ensured to increase tax collection. The president also asked the ombudsman offices to keep their doors open for people and address their grievances on priority basis. This is Radio Pakistan. Pakistan has rejected the reports of any ban by United Arab Emirates on issuance of visas to Pakistanis, saying no such ban is in place. Foreign Office spokesperson Mumtaz Zahra Baloch confirmed this while responding to media queries. The All-Party Hurriyat Conference, while rejecting the Indian Army officers' arms recovery claim, said that such false assumptions are meant to defame the Kashmiris' indigenous freedom struggle. According to Kashmir Media Service, the All-Party Hurriyat Conference leaders and organizations said this in response to ridiculous claims made by General Officer Commanding of Indian Army's 19 Infantry Division Major General Ajay Janpuria about the recovery of arms in North Kashmir. The All-Party Hurriyat Conference leaders termed the allegations by an attempt in vain by India to hide its crimes in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir and also to counter Pakistan's dossiers submitted to United Nations containing proofs of Indian terrorist activities in the country. The leaders said New Delhi on and off leaves such feelers to malign the Kashmiris' genuine struggle and to defame Pakistan internationally. It is also worth mentioning that Baramulla Senior Superintendent of Police Rais Butt, while addressing the media in Srinagar, deflated the Indian Army General's claim, saying that no cross-LOC movement was noted throughout the year. Former Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir Congress President Ghulam Ahmad Mir, addressing party workers in Nogam area, urged the Modi-led Hindutva regime to restore people's rights and fulfill promises made to the people of Jammu and Kashmir. Meanwhile, a report released by International Shutdowns said that Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir witnessed a total of 418 documented internet shutdowns in the past 10 years. Russia says it has shot down a Ukrainian drone close to one of its air bases inside its own territory, while 3 Russian Air Force personnel have been killed in the incident. Russian Defense Ministry in a statement said the drone was flying near Engels Air Base, where long-range strategic bombers are based. There was no immediate comment from Ukraine, which has never publicly claimed responsibility for attacks inside Russia. In United States and Canada, death toll due to previously winter storm and freezing winds has risen to 38. Officials say 34 people died across U.S., with the worst hit area being the city of Buffalo in New York. 4 people were killed in Canada while a bus rolled over an icy road in British Columbia. The storm has wreaked havoc for days, leaving millions of people without power and leading to cancellation of thousands of flights in the United States. In Saudi Arabia, a conference and exhibition of Hajj and Umrah services titled Expo Hajj will be held in Jeddah next month. The annual event will be organized by the Ministry of Hajj and Umrah from 9 to 12 January. The Expo Hajj is part of Ministry's ongoing efforts to develop innovative services and solutions to better serve pilgrims. On the first day of first cricket test of 2-match series against New Zealand at Karachi, Pakistan were 317 for 5 at stumps today. Babar Azam was unbeaten with 161 while Sarfaraz was caught out at 86. And finally, the weather. Cold and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while very cold in upper parts during the next 12 hours. However, light rain and light snow over the mountains is expected at isolated places in north and western Balochistan. Dense foggy conditions are likely to prevail over plain areas of Punjab, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Upper Sindh. Frost and fog is likely to occur at isolated places in Pothohar region and Kashmir during morning hours. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/radio Pakistan News Official.